Trump executes stealth maneuver against thieving Dems. Took $12 billion they can't get back. Dems are pissed, by Al Waisman for DailyVine.com. It's now been confirmed that the number of food stamp-dependent Americans has hit a 6-year low during President Donald Trump's first year in office, a number which directly reflects the fact that the American economy is improving and unemployment is falling fast. According to the USDA, an average of 42.2 million Americans took part in the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, in 2017. That's an 11% decrease from the 2013 numbers, which were the largest number ever recorded. The biggest rise, which took place from 2010 to 2016, was in part due to the waiving of work requirements as a condition for receiving food stamps. This is a waiver that President Trump quickly ended once he took office. Via the Patriot News, President Donald Trump is saving taxpayers money in more ways than one. You are already enjoying the biggest tax cut in 30 years. Now, more good news is here. Obama and his ilk wanted everyone on government assistance. The more people dependent on big government, the more power it had. But those days are over. Trump has been working to reduce the size of government. He's been cutting wasteful programs. In particular, that has resulted in a massive decrease in food stamps to the tune of billions of taxpayer dollars saved. And what Trump did to take down welfare was nothing short of extraordinary. When people are working, they don't need food stamps. Better yet, they don't want them. They'd rather purchase food with their hard-earned money. There is a sense of pride that comes with earning a living, one that people don't have when they take from the government. Another reason for this good news is due to the changes to welfare and SNAP rules. Many states have implemented new standards. Able-bodied citizens are required to work at least part-time or take job training courses in order to receive benefits. We've covered how this changes the game in a big way. People end up getting jobs and dropping the program, or they just drop the program unwilling to follow the new standards. It's a win-win no matter how you slice it. To add to this great news, the number of special, just say SNAP program for women, infants, and children, otherwise known as WIC participants, hit a 17-year low in 2017. Only 7.3 million people on average use the program in that fiscal year. The WIC program is for low-income, pregnant, breastfeeding, and postpartum women, as well as infants and children up to age 5 who are at nutritional risk. The biggest decrease in the use of these welfare programs occurs in 13 Alabama counties, which saw food stamp use drop as much as 85% between the months of January and May of 2017, which coincide with the implementation of work requirements for childless adults, and more than 24 counties in Georgia saw food stamp participation drop precipitously after work requirements were restored. This is a huge win for the Trump administration, who is rolling back all the welfare conditions which were put in during the Clinton administration, but who were removed by President Obama because of the Great Recession, but were never implemented again until President Trump came into office. Here is more on the food stamp usage drop by a Daily Caller. The number of food stamp dependent Americans hit a 6-year low under President Trump's first year in office, reflecting an improving economy and falling unemployment according to U.S. Agriculture Department USDA report. Okay. All right, we already read that. Federal spending for SNAP totaled $68 billion, or 4% less than in the previous fiscal year, USDA reported. This was also 15% less than the historical high of $79.9 billion set in fiscal year 2013. It's the fourth year in a row SNAP participation fell. So you can't say Trump took all the credit for that if it's 4 years in a row. The number of people on food stamps grew for 12 years. So what are they talking about? After 13% of Americans about 13% of Americans used food stamps in 2017. That's well above pre-recession levels. Better economic conditions reduced food stamp participation. But some states' welfare reform have also played a role. The Obama administration allowed states to waive work requirements for food stamps as part of the 2009 stimulus package. The number of childless adults on food stamps doubled after that rule change. You wonder why. 13 Alabama counties saw food stamp use drop 85% in January to May. We said that. Once work requirements were put in place for childless adults, more than 24 counties in Georgia saw the food stamp participation drop precipitously after work requirements were restored. The number of special supplemental nutrition program, 17-year low in 2017, 7.3 million on average used the program, USDA reported. The WIC program is for low-income pregnant, breastfeeding, and postpartum women, as well as infants and children up to age 5 who are at nutritional risk, USDA said. Why do they keep repeating the same things over and over again? I mean, I don't understand it. But in other words, yeah, people who need it, yes, but people who are abusing the system, no one wants to pay for that. Enough is enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.